wrap up with head coach Seb Hines. Seb, another game, more records for this team. Obviously, wasn't maybe the prettiest that you wanted to see, but just how do you feel coming away with a victory in this one, securing a home playoff game and getting the shutout record? You know, a number of bullet points, but in a game like that.
No, I mean it sounds great when you put it like that. Very much in the moment. I don't think we played to our best. I don't think we were, threatening as much as I would have liked us to be. But to come away from a difficult environment, Bay FC have done really well in the last couple of games of showing what they are capable of doing. But yeah, 1-0 win away from home I'll always take. We'll always take the 3 points. It's so critical at this stage in the season that we continue to pick up valuable points. But yeah, obviously there's still a lot of things that we can continue to work on. I said to the players, before the game, it's important that we still learn, even though we're unbeaten and still winning games, that we still have so many learning moments within that to continue to progress towards the postseason.
We'll go to Austin.
Thanks, Jackie. Seb, you kind of touched on that. What do you feel kind of contributed to the fact that the team didn't play their best in this game?
I just think right now it's just getting more challenging. Teams are doing different strategies to play against us. Last week against KC, there were a lot more low block, no real space to exploit. Today, similar but a little bit higher with Bay FC, trying to be compact, trying to force it wide. And we have to learn from that. We have to continue to be threatening in those moments. In possession, I thought in the first half we didn't really get our press right. I didn't think we were as aggressive as we've shown in previous games. And there was a big change in the second half. I thought we looked more like ourselves. I thought, there was moments where we were a little bit more aggressive with our press, forced it wide, won some balls in midfield and looked to transition forward quickly. I thought some of the build-up play was really good. And we created more opportunities in that second half and looked more like ourselves.
I guess you were talking about, teams are adapting to you. How do you, in turn, go about adapting your team to the way teams are going to be adapting to you? And how do you kind of adjust on the fly and try and bring something different to teams so that, you can take advantage of those opportunities?
We don't want to be too different. We look at the 4 moments in the game. I think a lot of our game model is heavily reliant on transition. We have some really good players who can be threatening in transition. I think defensively we've been really good all season long. And then I think the attacking side, so the build-up moments where, once we get in that final third, can we be a little bit more threatening? Can we find that final pass? Can we find, a little separation 1v1 or even getting shots off? And I think that's just been adaptable. I think, you want to be good at everything. You want to be good at all 4 moments in the game. And we're continuing to learn from it. We're still only 2 years into this Pride era. And we're doing phenomenally well right now, and we'll just continue to work on it. We made some changes as well going into this game. We want to make sure players are feeling fresh towards the last now 5 games of the season, and we wanted to freshen it up. And I thought players like Carson coming in, Mo coming in, and Julie coming in it was really beneficial. We allowed some players to get well-deserved rest also, and so I've always said it's been a collective game. It's about the roster, and it's allowed us now to be more flexible with our team selection, which is great to see.
Was just about to ask about that. I guess with Carson specifically getting the assist on Barbara's goal. What did you make of her game tonight in her first start back with the team since 2020?
Yeah, it was brilliant. we decided to give Kylie a well-deserved rest. Obviously, she came on towards the end of the game, but moving Abello into centre-back, Abello's been brilliant for us also, and it allowed us to play Carson at left-back. She's great on the ball. She sees some really good passes, but one of her key qualities is obviously her crossing ability, and she puts some really good, dangerous balls into good areas for the likes of Barbara and Adri and Marty and Julie to get their head on it. And yeah, her quality showed towards the end of the game with a great ball for Barbara and a great finish to win us the game.
What does it mean for Barbara to get that goal, finally getting that scoring drought out of her system, and especially winning the game for your team?
Oh, it's massive confidence boost. I've said all along, she's getting in some really good positions. It's that finals touch, and grateful for us. She managed to put the ball in the back of the net. She's needed that. I think for a forward, you need those goals to boost your confidence, and I think with her getting one, she'll go on to score many more towards the end of the season. And she's been brilliant. Her work ethic again is top, and as long as she continues to get herself in good areas, we'll find her in those positions, and then just execute with the final touch for the goal.
Okay, anything else for Seb? All right, we'll wrap up there. Seb, thank you as always, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks everyone for joining us.